Hello everybody, this is Bite Blast. Here I am again for a very brief video about where I'm up to with my Chester Zoo build. It's been a while since I posted a new video, simply because constraints of work and of various other things have meant that I haven't been doing too much on the Chester Zoo or indeed the Burgers Zoo that I've been building. But I have actually been building, and I've been doing a little bit here and there, and hopefully I'll be able to show you a bit of what I've been doing, and you'll be able to see where it's going. For the time being, the Burgers Zoo is on hold, simply because I'm working on the Chester Zoo build, and also I ran out of information from the Burgers Zoo. I really need some pathways from inside the oceans area, and I don't quite know where they go. So I'm waiting to get some more info before I build some more on that. But in the meantime, I have been building some Chester Zoo, and this is the first part of it. So we're next to the bat house, which obviously the outside needs doing. And down here is the monkey house, just through the trees there. You can just see that. And we've got the raised walkway. So this is the bit that I've been building. It's the walkway that goes from one side of the zoo to the other side. And as you can see, it's been built here. I've actually put a few of the enclosures in on this side, not so much on this side. It's still quite empty down there. But as you can see, there's been a lot of work going into this. There's different types of fencing, some with bits of things that you can see through, and others with logs in there. And it goes over the road. This is the road that runs in between the two halves of Chester Zoo. There's a public road there, a public pathway. And again, as I mentioned, you can see that I've put some of the enclosures in. There's actually this is a cheetah enclosure. There's another cheetah enclosure down there. I'll take you down there in a second. And then it comes around this way. There's a little hut here. Path splits off there. Let's go down this way and have a look. So as I mentioned, there's cheetah enclosures here. So both of them are fully functioning, and there are entrances for staff and whatnot. This comes down this way. Again, the building on the right hand side isn't done yet, but we've built this and finished this. We've put glass in the front of the cheetah viewing area. And now this enclosure is complete. So the entrance for both the enclosures is here. And this is the pathway that runs in between the two halves of the zoo. I've used this pathway to get our staff up and down. It's not open to the public in-game. But in real life, it's a public path. It's not part of the zoo. It just runs through the middle of the zoo. And it is, of course, fenced off so that people who are walking on the path can't wander into the zoo and whatnot. But I thought it'd be quite useful to have our staff walking up and down this pathway. So I've used it for a staff pathway. The two enclosures are pretty basic cheetah enclosures. Nothing too special about them. There's a little hill in the middle of this with a little den underneath it. The other one has got a long section on it, and then it just goes to this. There's a mound here, no sleeping enclosure under there, but there's enough shelter and things. As you can see, the fence runs underneath the path, which it does in real life, and in some sections there are other things in there, so other panels and things like that. So for example, this one has some wooden logs and also a kind of brushwork panel that sits on top of the fence. But there you go. So those are the cheetah enclosures there, which I've been working on, as well as the pathway. So the other way to go is down through here. So this takes us through a little tunnel, and then through this little section. This little section runs over the waterway. This was the original boat ride in Chester Zoo. As you can just about make out, I've got the part of the boat ride in there. It is actually there as well. It does run up there. It doesn't quite finish properly at the other end. It needs the two different lines connecting, so I don't quite know how to do that yet. So I've got two lines running down there. I just need to put some sort of loop in. As you can see, I built the boathouse. I'll come back to that in a sec. We'll go and have a quick look at it. But this pathway runs down, there's a little bench there, runs down here and comes round a corner and into this half of the zoo. So this used to be the lion's enclosure. Obviously I need to build up in there and build all this lot up. There is a pathway runs down here by the side of the water. I'm not convinced I can get another pathway in next to this pathway. I might need to fake it. I might need it to look like a pathway but actually not have people walking up and down it. There isn't anything to really see here anyway, I don't think. I'm not sure I'll have the boats running. Maybe I will. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what I decide. But that river ride does actually run round all the back end of the zoo up here. In this game, I've built it all the way around, so it goes up to the lake behind the tropical house and turns round in there. So there you go. Right. So what else have I been building? Well, the last video I did, I think, was on the toilet block here. I've extended that, so we've now got part of the Italian gardens. Again, there's some more work to do on that. And I had a look at the Oakfield house. As you can see, it's not finished, but also I have done quite a lot of it. So the actual shape of the building is there now. As you can see, it's quite complicated. It's very much a... it looks as though it's been built and then had bits added onto it over the years. So it does come up with this quite complicated building design, which is there now. That's fully done. I just need to go around and put windows, doors in, a few other architectural bits, and just make it look like a real building rather than a big stone edifice. So there you go. So that's on its way. Also on the side of this, on this side, is a I think it's like a tea room or a dining room, which I've started looking at. It's not finished yet. Again, I've started working on it, and I've got some fair ideas of what it's going to look like. I've done the windows as accurate as I could, so they look pretty good. And there's an entrance here, and it's all going to go on this side of the building once that's finished. So as you can see, two bits of work in progress there with the tea room and the Oakfield house. I mentioned these two as well. I think this is the last bit of things that I've built. These are the houses for the boats, so the boat house and the monorail house. And as you can see, the monorail does run into there. And this will, of course, have water in it eventually. I think the actual building itself is finished. I don't think I want to add anything else to that. It's very difficult to get photographs of this building. You can see it a little bit. There's it's actually in a works yard. There's a fence here, and you can come up to the fence and look through it. And I got a photograph through the fence of these two buildings. So from fairly happy that I've got a good representation of what they look like. It's just I can't sort of see what's in between, and I can't see if there's windows and things. I can see there's one window here. I don't know if that's a continuation down the building or whatnot, but there you go. So I have built these, and they're part of the zoo, and yeah, it's coming along. Anyway, it was just a brief video to show you what I have been doing. So I am still working on it. It will still get uploaded to Steam when I feel there's enough to upload. If you want me to upload this to Steam, I will do. If not, I'll wait until I've either finished Oakfield, or there's another enclosure here, which I'm quite keen on building. And also there's two enclosures here that I want to build. I'll probably build these two as my next bit of project, and then release this to the Steam Workshop as whatever version that is. But as you can see, I've been doing quite a bit of work. It did actually take quite a while to build this, and there's a lot of work gone into that. I am quite pleased with it, and that's it. So that's it for me. I hope you enjoy the videos. Please let me know if there's any comments or questions or anything like that. That's great. I've also got a Facebook page and a Discord page. I don't always go on the Discord page these days, but the Facebook page I do visit quite regularly, so have a look for that. But if not, just drop comments on the videos. I hope you enjoy it. I hope that you've downloaded the zoo. Let me know if you have. But I know that a lot of people have, and I know that some people have been in touch and said, I've done this with it, or I've changed this, and that's brilliant. And I like seeing what you've done and what you've changed. So that's great. So if you could do that, that'd be fantastic. And that's it for me. So I'd just like to say thank you everybody for watching the videos. My name's Backblast. I'll catch you next time.